It's time for this week's episode of Brandon Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview Alonzo Brock, a professional football player for the Krakow Football. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing good. Can you talk about how you knew you wanted to play professional football?
Um, well, funny story is that actually my mom introduced me to the game and started playing at 5 years old and never looked back ever since. It's always been a dream of mine. I'm working with my agency. Got a couple NFL tryouts lined up. It's just something that I've, always dreamt of and trying to make it a reality.
What was your time like playing in college for Kentucky State University?
Um, it was great because it was obviously an HBCU, and my head coach was John L. Smith, legendary college coach, and learned a lot from him on and off the field about how being a man and taking responsibility and things like that. Just grateful for my time there. Um, just a great school all around for young black men and women to go to. And they established a really great culture and some of the values I still hold dear today.
What was it like to put on your first college football jersey?
Um, hmm. Surreal, I guess that's the word I would use. Surreal. Not. It was something that I never thought that would happen, but thankfully that it did. You know, I worked hard and I was able to get there.
Can you talk about, of course, the process that led you to be playing professional football, as you did take an unexpected turn instead of just going straight to the NFL?
Um, uh, can you repeat that for me one more time? I'm sorry.
Can you talk about, of course, the process that led you to where you are now, as you did take instead of going straight to the NFL, you went the opposite, like to another league?
Um, yeah, I mean, some personal stuff happened with me in college that prevented me from going to NFL right away, and I made my bed in that category, so I had to lie in it, but I bounced back. I'm grateful because I get to travel Europe and different things like that, different cultures. Still really great competition. I'm able to get my film and stuff like that. Hopefully, we can win a championship this year, and I can get back home before NFL training camps and hang out with my mom and my girlfriend, and just trying to put not put. I'm sorry, just trying to make a good income and great life for me and my family that I hope to start in the near future and things like that, and just do what it takes to be a good Christian man as well.
What was it like signing your first professional football contract with the Krakow Football Kings?
Um, hmm. um, Very grateful, especially because of the pandemic. Um, you know, our season is shorter this year, so it affected some people. It's affected our salaries. We got cut in half, but I mean that was kind of expected because we're only playing 7 games plus playoffs. But I'm grateful. They're helping market me to the NFL and things like that. So it's very humbling as well. So I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful to be here currently.
What is it like to put on your first professional football jersey for the Krakow Football Kings?
Um, it was kind of like a dream come true. Just a lot of people give up on their dreams professionally, but thankfully I was good enough to get a contract out here in Europe. A lot of people can't get that, so I'm very grateful and humbled for that opportunity. And every game I try to play like it's my last for them.
What was the feeling like putting on that jersey during media game and game days?
Um, it's great. Only problem is that a lot of times they speak in Polish, and I'm having to have people translate stuff for me all the time. So that's about it. The language barrier. So
What are some of the things that you have accomplished in your football career?
um, well, before I was with the Kings, I was actually playing in the Rivals Professional Football League in the U.S. I won MVP for my team, and I led the league in sacks. And this year, currently here in Europe, I'm leading the league in scoring, and I'm averaging 7 yards a carry.
What are some of your game day rituals that you have?
I eat a bag of gummy bears. Um, I read my Bible for at least 10 minutes. Have a conversation with God, and I always do 2 laps from goalpost to goalpost, walking, listening to a Tupac before every game.
Can you talk about, of course, what the transition is like from going from college to being a professional?
Um, it's a lot time demanding from film. If you're not in film, you're lifting weights. If you're not in weights, you're doing conditioning. I mean it's worse than a full time job if you ask me. It can get very repetitive, but it's all worth it at the end for the end results to get wins and get championships. So um, it's definitely a job. It's just not all fun and games. Definitely not.
What are some of your future plans in your football playing career?
Um, I plan on hopefully being in the NFL this upcoming fall, but if not, I got some CFL and some XFL interest. If those things don't work out, I've already agreed to terms to come back out here for next year. Um, but I mean, I don't plan on playing too long in Europe. I'll probably give it another season if I'm not in the NFL. But if I'm in the NFL, I plan on playing till at least I'm 34 and then calling it a career. So that's my that's my goal right now.
What is it like to get offers from the XFL and CFL?
It's humbling, You gotta during training camp and stuff, you have to make the roster and everything, but still to even be in that type of situation is a blessing from God Himself.
What advice would you give somebody looking to play college football?
Say that again.
What advice would you give somebody looking to play college football?
Do your schoolwork because the NCAA doesn't play about that, and don't get in no trouble with the law. Definitely not that.
What advice would you have somebody looking to make their way into professional football, whether it's the NFL, CFL, XFL, or the European League?
Advice. Well, I would definitely say, you have to be talented enough and go to all the camps, go to all the combines, be in shape, stay hungry, stay ready because any of these teams can call at any given moment and they want you to fly out immediately. So you have to be prepared to drop everything that you're doing and head to wherever they need. Uh, Especially out here in Europe. I mean, you just pick up and you leave your family, your loved ones behind for a few months. It sucks, but it's all worth it in the end.
Where can my listeners find you at on social media?
Uh, Facebook, and I have an Instagram, but I don't use it anymore. Uh, so yeah, just really just Facebook. I'm not really big on social media like that anymore.
Thank you again, Alonzo Brooks, for your interview, and best of luck in your future playing in the European League.
Thank you.
You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Alonzo, for your interview, and best of luck.
Thank you. Bye.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.